It's the 9th of June, and on this particular episode, we are talking about 3 particular subjects, but within the same bracket or idea. First of all, being this lady that was fetching her child. I think her child went to the club. And she was dragging her child back to thinking, it was hectic. It was a hectic video, but it goes around child discipline. The second story is of a child who was praying for food. The kid went viral for praying for food, and so you can see there's kids all over. What has the parents' contribution been to the child? And the third story on this one, it's of a lady who was on the pulpit. She was conducting worship for the rest of the church, and in her pursuit for discipline for her kids who were being otherwise, she said, "Pause on the worship. Let me address discipline to my kids." In this particular episode, it's Sexuality Show to Daily Christian Commentary videos. And so that's the 3 subjects we're going to be tackling on this particular episode. If it's the first time over here, please do check out the rest of the videos that are down in the pinned comments. Okay, now let's start first of all where I think it just kicks you right. The kid that is going viral for praying for his food. This is the video right here. And so you see him, he's very serious. He's very conscious that, this is a moment. It's a thing. That, the parents, we don't know where the parents are, but, you can see what traces this child is coming up with, or what values he's been groomed up. The Bible does say, train up a child in a way that he goes, and when he shall not depart from it. And so this child is continuing this habit. But speaking of people continuing this habit, this lady was at the pulpit. Okay, she's conducting worship. Everybody else is following her. She couldn't wait. She had to just keep going. She has to just keep going. But her eyes are on her child. She knows, hey, this one is about to misbehave. And so when the moment they are about to go out of hand, she says, "Hey, you." Oh, Lord, you are wonderful. You are worthy, oh Lord. We give a slap for this altar. As we honor you. She wanted the child to know that there was going to be repercussions. English is speaking, you understand? She wanted the child to know that there is going to be ramifications and whatnot. I don't know if I'm speaking correct English right now, but these words, they're just coming up and they feel right for this conversation. She said, there is consequences for what you are doing. Are you sure you want to go that direction? She says, if I handle you, if I give you left hand, you shall not recover from that one. And so, tell me, what would you do in that situation? You are the person who's conducting worship. Your child is behaving otherwise. You want them to be the one who's praying for the food before. Have some discipline. Represent me properly in this particular service. As I'm doing my thing here, please behave yourself. How would you have conducted that particular one? This brings us to the third story of this lady. I don't know if she's a single mother, but by judging by the video that we now have of this parent, the child must have left and went, and you can see the kid she still looks young. The kid went to the club. I don't know. I heard the vendor in the background, so I'm assuming this must be back in the village. Back in vendor. And so this child went to the clubbings and all that kind of jazz. And when she got over there, party all the way. The mother, I don't know if the mother heard about it or what, or how she got the information and she got out in her robes. She says, "I'm going to drag you from that event now and I'll bring you back home." And this is the video that I'm talking about. I drag you out of that so that next time when you are there, you must remember that I will come all the way there to get you out of it. Okay? And so whichever method you think is most effective, are you going to call them out while they are still busy in the act? They do it, then you go over there and you get them, or would you rather teach it to them and then they act it out as you saw the child over there busy with the food? He's making sure that the food is consecrated to the temple properly. He's making sure this. So which one is it? Which method would you be employing at what particular stage? Now, if one doesn't work, which one would you be taking on forward? So I wanted to bring all these stories together because I thought we don't have to make individual episodes about it. There is a lesson in all of them, but combined, the lesson is almost continuous. Others learn the lesson when they are still young. Now, those that have not learned the lessons when they are still young, they can still be taught values that might actually bring them to a point of right behavior. The same way we as adults had to also outgrow certain things that we were prone to when we were still young. We can come to maturity and start to behave rightly as the same way we did it, they also can learn right behavior. But at the same time, some are just not learning it. And so they require the rebuke right on the pulpit while the service is going. So you don't give up giving discipline. Discipline is what will shape them for tomorrow. Even if they are misbehaving and at a young age, you give it, it might result them to being that little child over there. But some are just not going to get it. You have to literally go over there in order to take them out of this lifestyle that they might be putting themselves in, that they don't realize it has no benefit for them to come into the right path. But for others, might be a little bit much more, you understand? They need it right there and then. It's an actuality show with the daily Christian commentary videos. The same way we left the past ways of behaving, kids also need to be taught just about the same. You don't give up on giving discipline to your child. Continue on. I salute each and every single one of you. Your job is not an easy one, but God has a reward for you continuously going back. You do not ever give up giving discipline. You continuously dish it out. It might be just in conversation, or it might be just in instilling new values. Whichever way you decide to do it, that is where God has put you. That is your service to the Most High, by the way. For some people who might think, no, I need to be a preacher in order for me to be doing ministry. No, leading kids in the right path, that is also ministry. Okay? Your life is ministry. As you handle yourself in certain ways, remember that's why he says, fathers, do not anger your kids. Okay? The idea of you not angering them is this viewpoint of being able to instill the right values before they get pissed off thinking that they are right while they are actually in the wrong. You can instill values that might actually bring them up in the right way. It's Ricky. I have faith that you will handle the situation as it comes the right way. It's Ricky, and I'll see you later. Yeah, be blessed. Salute.